Welcome to the Depth Dive. Today, we're taking a closer look at a pretty interesting piece, the new Ulysse Nardin Diver Hammerhead Shark Limited Edition.
Hmm,
We're working directly from the official description, the specs. And our mission, well, it's to pull out the most important, the most interesting bits for you.
that's good.
Okay, let's jump in. Ulysse Nardin, they have this incredible history, right? Almost 180 years in maritime timekeeping.
That's a heck of a legacy.
It really is, and you see that connection from their classic marine chronometers
Huh.
straight through to these modern diver watches.
Yeah, and this hammerhead shark, it feels like it fits right into that lineage.
Absolutely. What's always fascinating with Ulysse Nardin is how they use that nautical heritage but keep pushing with new designs, new materials. This one's definitely rooted in their diver collection, builds on what they do best underwater.
And it's not just about the history, is it? I mean, it's a solid watch, 44 millimeter diameter or nearly 15 millimeter thick. It definitely has some wrist presence, for sure. But the key is that titanium case. Makes it surprisingly light for its size,
Right.
makes a huge difference for actually wearing it.
Right. Comfort's key.
Exactly. And that blue PVD coating. It looks cool, obviously, but it's also functional.
Yeah.
Adds that extra layer against, saltwater corrosion. Essential for a proper dive watch.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got the bezel. Unidirectional, rotating, standard dive watch stuff, but critical.
Yeah. Safety first for tracking your dive time, making sure you don't accidentally twist it the wrong way and think you have more air.
Precisely. And that little red zero marker,
Yeah.
that's a nice Ulysse Nardin signature touch there.
And the case back, hard to miss the theme there with the big hammerhead shark engraved.
Right, and those little red details showing the model number, its limited edition, the 300-meter water resistance, it all adds to the story. It underscores what the watch is about.
Okay, so the back tells a story. What about the dial, the face?
Yeah, the dial carries on that mix of like style and function. It's sandblasted blue, which looks great, and it has that signature red and blue X motif you see on their divers.
And the hands and markers look pretty bold. Luminous, I assume?
Oh yeah, very luminous. Big indices, broad hands. That's all about legibility, especially if you're actually diving maybe in murky water. You need to see the time like instantly.
Got it. And I like the subdial arrangement. Small seconds down at 6 with the date window integrated right in there. And the running seconds hand has that red outline.
Makes it easy to see at glance that the watch is, running, which is reassuring. Plus, you get the power reserve indicator up at 12. Always useful.
Tells you how much juice is left. Good feature.
Definitely. And that brings us nicely to what's inside the movement.
Yeah.
It's their in-house UN 118 caliber.
Ah, okay, so their own movement.
Yes, automatic. And this really shows off Ulysse Nardin's thing, which is blending traditional watchmaking with their silicon technology.
Right, they've been big on silicon for a while.
Exactly. It kind of sets them apart. They consistently use it. It shows they're really thinking about, accuracy, durability over the long term.
So that's the DiamonSil escapement and the silicone balance spring we hear about?
That's the stuff. Cutting edge, really.
And what does that mean for someone wearing it? Like, what's the actual benefit?
Well, the main things are better resistance to magnetic fields, which are everywhere these days, less need for lubrication over time, so potentially longer service intervals, and just generally better durability for the movement's core parts.
Okay, makes sense.
Plus, you get a decent 60-hour power reserve, pretty practical, and it even has a date corrector that works both forwards and backwards. Nice convenience.
Let's talk about the straps. Looks like you get options.
Yeah, 2 straps. The main one is blue rubber, and it actually has a red hammerhead shark image on it. Ties the theme together nicely.
Cool detail.
And then there's a second strap, blue fabric with red edging and a Velcro close. Maybe a bit more technical, or just a different feel.
Offers versatility, I guess. Different situations, different strap.
Exactly. And the buckle is blue PVD titanium too, so it all matches up.
Yeah.
But, maybe one of the most significant things here isn't just the watch itself,
That's that.
their environmental commitment. There's a small 1% for the planet logo engraved on it.
Ah, right. I saw that mentioned. So they're actually donating?
Yeah, 1% of the annual sales from this specific model goes to the 1% for the Planet Network, and they're directing it to the Shark Trust. So actual support for shark conservation.
That adds another layer, doesn't it? Beyond just, owning a fancy watch. It connects it to the very thing that inspired it.
It really does. And remember, it's limited. Only 300 pieces. The price is listed at 12,300 euros. So it's exclusive.
Okay, so summing it up. You've got Ulysse Nardin's deep maritime history, a modern, robust dive watch design, innovative movement tech, especially with the silicon.
And this genuine commitment to ocean conservation, specifically sharks. It's quite a package.
Definitely. So maybe a final thought for you listening. How does owning a luxury piece like this potentially connect you, not just to watchmaking tradition, but maybe also to these more contemporary environmental concerns? What values get embedded in high-end things like this today? Definitely something to think about.